This is the story of the seed who didn't want to die. Now, I want all of you to imagine with me that we are part of a big, beautiful garden. And in our garden, there is a huge, gorgeous sunflower. This sunflower mother has something very important to say. My darling little ones, the time has come for you to leave me. You will fall into the ground, and the soft earth will cover you over, and you will be buried in darkness for many days. You will feel like you are dying. However, you will not be dying. You will be changing and growing. It is the way of life. One of the seeds named Carla said, "Oh, the way of life sounds so mysterious." Her sister Philomena said, "Oh, it sounds horrible. I don't want to die. I don't want to change." The sunflower mother smiled sadly. She knew there was no other way. The next day, the sunflower mother leaned over, and all the little seeds fell into the soft ground. And as she fell, Carla called out, "Goodbye, Philomena." But Philomena did not hear her. She was too busy hanging on for dear life. However, she was not able to hang on, and she too finally fell away. But instead of landing in the garden, Philomena landed on the garden pathway. What a stroke of good luck, she thought. I'm safe. I'm not going to die after all. And she rolled to the side and hoped for the best. Life on the pathway was not really that great, but she survived. In fact, she was so busy surviving that she didn't notice how her bright, shiny coat was becoming dry and cracked, and she was becoming all shriveled up. Early one misty morning, Philomena was awakened by a voice right beside her, saying, "Philomena." She did not know who it could be. "Philomena, over here in the garden." And there, right beside her, was a tiny green shoot with the little spring green leaves. "It's me, Carla." "Carla? Is that really you?" Philomena said. "You've changed. You're, you're beautiful. What happened to you?" "Well, it was just as the sunflower mother said," Carla said. "I can't describe how wonderful it was. I feel so happy I want to sing." Philomena began to cry. "Oh, I wish I could be like you. I wish I could have a second chance." Just then, a raindrop fell. Carla smiled. "Maybe you can." It was the first rain in many days. First it drizzled, then it pattered, and then it poured. Little rivers of water began to flow on the pathway, and Philomena was caught up and washed into the garden. The wet ground opened to receive her, and she was suddenly surrounded by darkness. She did not know how long she lay under the ground. All she remembered was that she began to feel like she was going to burst, and then she did burst. She could feel something inside of her pushing its way out and up towards the light of the sun. And when little Philomena poked her first green shoot out of the earth, she was greeted with cheers and laughter. All the flowers in the garden were waiting for her to emerge. "Welcome, Philomena," they said. "Welcome to your new life." Philomena couldn't believe it. She felt so happy. She wanted to sing. "Sing with me, everyone," she cried out. "My heart is full of joy."